Hello, everyone. Oh, I just realized I forgot to brush my hair. Ugh. Today is the day of scope creep. On the one hand, today has been nuts because I feel exhausted and I have done so much, and it felt like everything just keeps piling up. If one of those kind of days where it's like, okay, well, now I got to do this. Well, now I got to do this. Well, now I got to do this. I have one more load, two more loads of laundry still going. Already did a couple loads already, folded them, put them away, did my bed. That's already done. Had a bunch of meetings at work today, went to the gym, started detailing my grandmother's car, which was a lot of work to begin with. But I got the worst of it over already. I think the rest of it's going to be pretty straightforward after this. Um, and I had to do some fiddling around with the game because it's not exactly where I want it. But it's set, it's fine now. And then my tablet was dead, so I had to resurrect that while trying to prep for the stream. And I made dinner. Forgot about that. Yeah, I made dinner too, which was a really, really yummy recipe. I will say that. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So, but hi everyone. How are we all doing? That is totally okay. Glad to have you here regardless. I'm sorry today was such a rough time. Let me just delete this. And why am I opening my phone? What's with my phone? There was a reason I pulled up my phone. Right. Nope. I was looking up what I'm doing on Thursday because I believe, yes, I'm correct. On Thursday, I have an event, so I will not be streaming that night, just as a big FYI. Um, so yeah, not streaming on Thursday, putting that out there right now. And we can, I'll mention it again when we come back. But regardless, I wanted to make sure we do that. Glad the concussion is getting better too. That's good. That's good. All good, good, good. Oh, is AB this weekend? This coming weekend? Really? This is is it always on Easter weekend? Oh well, no, Easter's not always on the same weekend. Duh. But yeah, it's Easter this weekend. Whoa. Anime Boston and Easter at the same time. Weird. Okay, let's see here. I mean, I can imagine with their timing, yeah. Let me connect my controller. Ha, controller, get it. Ha, 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 I'm funny. So I'm going to start a brand new game here, which means that I have none of the outfits or anything like that. What's going to have to happen is once I get to the first big checkpoint, I'm going to have to close the game, do a save edit to give me the outfits that I want. I know there's supposed to be rewards for later, but I just want to look nice. Because of course I do. And then we'll keep going from there. But we'll get to that point when we get there. There's always at least one Jesus. Of course there is. At the anime convention. Anime Jesus, I hope, specifically. It can't just be basic Jesus. Please. Am I crazy or is there a bunch of missing stuff here? Huh. Ooh, what's that? I don't know what that is. Oop, ignore it. I want the director suit. Yep. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Jesus the cross going up and down. All right. I mean, don't hang yourself, buddy. Okay. Gonna start a brand new game. I sped through a bunch of stuff to begin with a little while ago. Um, did a little bit of background reading during one of my slightly slower beatings. And yeah, there's a lot of crossover that I did not pick up on. the first time around because I had never played Alan Wake. Now that I have, I'm kind of excited to go back and see it again. That's the other weird thing about this is I played this game. You know, in the same way that Alan Wake isn't the most replayable game, Control is kind of difficult for the same reason. Like, it's not that you can't replay it, it's just that all the twists, all the stuff like that is, you know, it's done. You know, I already saw it. I already know it. It's not going to surprise me, so it's hard for me to react to that. But regardless, still a great game.
Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Ooh. I'm getting really bad FPS right now.
Hello? Anyone here?
Wow. Really bad. What is happening? These are the exact same settings I was playing with earlier. Literally the exact same. Huh. Why are we suddenly going? Oh. I mean, we're now above 60 frames per second, I guess, at least. But we're dipping real low, real fast, and my GPU usage is so low. Probably because it's using for the stream? Huh. I'm surprised it has this much of an impact. Like, I can do more. Let's try that, see how that goes. Like, still, we're dropping like almost half of my frames right now. This is nuts. How are we dropping from like 120 frames a second down to like 30 or 40? Oh, wow. Okay, this is nuts. Let me try switching it to full screen, see if that makes it any better. Sometimes that can be a weird thing. Oh, okay, this is rough. I set everything up ahead of time specifically to try and avoid this from happening, and yet... Alright, let me try that and see what happens. Maybe that will stabilize things enough. As long as it's over 60 consistently, I'm happy. But then it drops. It drops no matter what. Is this gonna be another fucking, like, Indiana Jones thing? Like... Alright, give me a second. Why is this so bad? I have a hard time believing that Twitch streaming is taking that much of my GPU that it can't dedicate more than 40% of itself, especially when a much more difficult to run game like Indiana Jones was fine once we figured out the problem. Hmm. This is so weird. It was working perfectly fine earlier. Hmm. Let me try something. Um, yeah. Let me try something. I think the only thing that I can come up with is that I did add a mod, but the mod should not have made a big difference. They were very small deals. Let's see if I can reverse engineer what I have. Can I see the ones I downloaded? There we go. Download history. Okay. Save editor. Oh no, that's old. Plugin loader, dynamic HUD, and change outfits at any point. I have to, I will remove that. That's fine. See, apparently the dynamic HUD might be fucking things up. Yeah. Huh. And it's abandoned, so... Ah, it's causing a memory leak. That's why. That would do it. That would do it. All right. Let's see. Oh, and I did a bunch of digital cleaning too. That's probably why you noticed I posted a bunch of things to my YouTube. I went to install Control and was like, why do I only have like 500 gigabytes left on this 4 terabyte drive? What the fuck is on here? And it turns out I've not been removing any of the recorded videos from these for like half a year. Yeah. Dyna HUD. Okay, so UI, HUD, those two. UI, HUD. Okay. Theoretically, that should more or less undo the dynamic HUD. And if that works okay, then we're okay. We're fine. I like how I have this little pudding cup, and I am absolutely going to go and get ice cream later, because this is not enough. I wish I had a very large thing of pudding. That would make me happy. Should have gotten one of those giant cozy shack things. The correct amount of pudding. A bowl. Like a bowl of soup. All right, let me just load in here. I know I'm not pulling it up on the screen yet. Just give me a second to try this, and if it's fine, then we're good. Well, I'm getting 99 FPS, 100 FPS, GPU usage at 99%, and it looks like it's running smoothly. It's not the best. I'm sad that it's only getting... Oh, well, it changed my settings back-ish. Huh, interesting. I want the ultra crap. Turn it all the way up. Crank it. And I'm still getting like 100 FPS. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with this, I think. Just quickly see how much changing the render resolution is going to matter here. I don't see a difference, really. If I don't see a difference, it's not worth it doing. Okay, one more thing. Whoa, where are we going? Okay, we should be good now. All right. I'm gonna play the intro again. Sorry. Ooh, a cupcake. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's try this one more time. With feeling.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster.
Oh, you have no idea
Ones that see it happen
how close you are.
and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control. Make sure that's near me here. Yeah, you have no idea just how close you are with calling it like a Stranger Things opening. I mean, we did just play Alan Wake, and, you know, you saw firsthand just how Stranger Thingsy it could get. Oop. All right. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated and issued a reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, like rubber ducks or ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Don't bring rubber ducks. Internal lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of research override. HRA protocol activated. So the building's on lockdown, but we made it inside all right. Weird, no?
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Expenditure summary, executive sector Q2, staffing surveillance blank, data center initiative construction blank blank, minor office equipment janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison charts, see page 9. Glad to know that there's... I mean, it is a bureau, literally bureaucracy. And a bathroom that has nothing.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill, good luck. Ooh, alright. Lots of redactions, though. No idea exactly what that's about, but shoot to kill, good luck is not a great way to sign off. At least not one with a lot of hope behind it, that's for sure. Hello, as you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Hey, reminder, fill out your forms. Ah, singing.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin Johan helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done
Ahti.
shift loaner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Anyone catch that? It's a cool little thing that I actually don't think I picked up on the first time, maybe. He responded to Jesse's thought. Also, isn't this the lobby? This feels like the lobby. It looks like the lobby, but it's also not the lobby. There wasn't an elevator there before. Hold on. Well, that's the same. Huh. Okay. It's interesting, actually.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Okay, reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words or phrase to use in the service of his or her country, regret, proud, or pride will be remembered. Words or phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood or bleed, loss, apologies, or sorry. Alaska. Oh, okay. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel my appointments for the day for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Huh. Okay.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Oh, is this just the... yeah.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it. Lose, and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
All right. So, welcome to this place, which is not where we were. There's going to be a lot of that. The stuttering is still happening. Wonder if that's still related to the... Oof. Alright, if this keeps happening, I'm gonna have to...
Same gun.
Oh my god, alright. And now this audio is unsynced from what's happening on screen. Love that.
Okay, now I have a gun.
Stuttering is getting to be annoying. Oop, oh, there that guy goes. Rip. Did you respawn him? Boo. Cheaters.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
So here's another fun little thing.
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Right, so this guy down here was the director, and all of the pictures of the director were of him, but now that Jessie has been appointed director, now her picture is just here. Even though she's not wearing that outfit, she's never worn that outfit, not yet at least. Or she hasn't yet, I guess we'll say.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Okay, field research on Hiss Entity, Hiss Corrupted Security Guard. Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on their use of their weapons. Refer to file redacted for full report. And here we go. More on the service weapon. Object of power 1 KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redact. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted. The object will determine whether redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is dictated by the redacted, though the criteria is unknown. Though we can fill in some of these. So, seeking the role of director, the object will determine if it's proper candidate, I guess. There's something in there that I'm not getting. Process is dictated by the board. Object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that blank of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If that is the case, blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
The FPS drops are getting to be too much and too annoying. They are random. Love that. I'm gonna go ahead and do something about it in a minute, but I gotta get to a checkpoint first. Otherwise, I lose progress. It just like crashes like that. It's just, ugh. Dinner reservations 7 p.m. at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. She's turning 46. Executive meeting minutes, agenda items, rising cost of AWE response, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. I mean, with a place like this, it feels like the coffee filters do need to be very heavily vetted. Why is that? Oh. And now I have a special portrait. Very nice. It already went that way. Oh yeah, there are these people, by the way, that are stuck floating, seemingly unable to do anything, and are just chanting in unison. But you never quite hear what they say. And yet, apparently that shelter did not help here. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything just like the house fire before this. And the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, next one on the list. Hopefully it's a little livelier there. Special Agent Keenum. I mean, I would classify it kind of as horror.
Hissing sound.
It's definitely...
Earlier.
It's definitely meant to be
Into everything in
similar.
This place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Okay, I'm not sure what turning that on and off did, but turned it on and I turned it off, and you just plummeted down to 0 FPS again. That's just normal now. It won't be in a minute. I'm gonna try to do something about it. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution in Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain blank, informed by our own blank, and are popularized by media. We've additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially blank in popular culture by using blank, our bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on blank. A pair of scissors that consume human blank through 2 punctures on the blank. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4936942 for full report. Oh, the typography is gorgeous. That's actually one thing when I made the advert for today. I usually center the logo and make it like contained within a certain part, but when I first imported it into the file, it took up the full width of the advert, and I was like, that's very much straight out of the game. I'm gonna leave it as is. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as a part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How do you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. The responses are within the acceptable range of deviance. See the provided scoring sheet, then blank immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious. Where'd he go?
must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Alright, where is... I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this again. And this is the perfect time because I gotta manipulate the save file regardless. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and just delete all the stuff from the mods that I installed, not just the ones that I thought I had. So we're gonna go ahead and delete you. Plugins. As long as that is the only thing that's there, we'll delete you. Okay, that's everything that was in there. X input 14 DLL. 14 DLL. Pretty sure that's the only thing. Yeah, that was installed at 450, so hopefully that doesn't break anything, but we'll make sure. Everything else should be now back to normal. Now I need to pop in here, copy that file path. Is that in here? That is indeed it. Persistent.chunk. And now we just get to play around with the thing. Just turn that on. Do I just unlock all of them? I might just unlock all of them. Why not? Who the hell cares? Save changes. Boop. Plop that in my downloads folder. And we're gonna grab you. Copy. Nope. That's not what I want to do here. Put that on my desktop then. And we're just gonna... Okay. There. And find the correct one. Now we drop that in there, replace file. Theoretically, that's all we need to do. Hopefully this time now it will just work and work well. But who knows at this point. Upload the local file. Yes. No, we are launching. Okay. I wasn't sure. All right, let's see if that improved. Okay. All right. Now, theoretically, I should be able to use the pretty cool looking suit because I'm the director now, and I want to wear the director clothes. And I'm still seeing it's still not great. In the 80s. Yeah. That's what I wanted. Yeah. We'll come back to that in a second. And the hair clip is so good. Ugh. Fucking love this outfit. Hello, my name is Dana Scully.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
I'm just visiting. Oh shit, you're the new director.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
That works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official.
I mean, you are the director.
Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Yeah, Emily is very,
We did it before.
like, femme lesbian coded. Yeah, she very much reads that way to me too. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the blank arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank detection of unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctions or blank or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be blank. Emily Prentice in Criminal Minds. That's fair. I mean, she's got a very practical outfit, that's for sure. Ooh, well, gonna take that as a no.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in many corrupted agents floating around the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Something COVID masks.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
But you are now. You better start learning.
I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
A part of your world.
I finally found it.
It's a different kind of feeling.
Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
That slight pitch bending that happens right at the end of the ring. So cool.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There. are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department? The hotline should be in the...
Let's see if we can get some
department.
answers to our questions.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal, then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
You on that, Emily.
I don't know, might be an improvement.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
I will say, as much as the voice acting in this game is significantly better than Alan Wake, the original, Jesse's line reads sometimes just come across as being a giant bitch.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it.
Sure.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss.
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
All right, where am I going here? Ah, communications. There we go.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Ooh. Was that it? Oop. I'm not sure. Travel costs. Following Nevada accommodations, Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Mini bar. Ooh, boy. The boys and Reachers said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Okay. Emily over here saying, hey, listen. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? For the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. I'm guessing I can't. Yep.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
I keep hitting the X button because that's usually reload, but I don't need to reload. A hiss barrier. Okay. Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede or escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the facility, or destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Honestly, I think half the time we see redacted things in the files, they're just randomized. That's the dead letter office. Hold on. Havana, AWE 48. Oh, that's right. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Blank deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been blank. Staff experienced sudden, intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for blank minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off. The embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI85 for details. So that's actually kind of neat because they tied it into the actual Havana incident. Ooh. That looks like that's not good. Okay. That's not hiss, but it hurts, so not that. Well, let's run into dead letters then, I guess. Ooh, yeah, that looks bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, like, the Federal Bureau of Control is basically what would happen if we had actual SCPs. Like, that's exactly what it is. Singing fish. Mr. Gorviner, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem and I send folks to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fishes on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says a lot of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. Well, when can you come? Dwayne Barr. Learned recently that MIL STD 810 is a real thing. I can't see shit right now. That's cool. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among their letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones might allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information of suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. Think pads, really? Huh. That's not a window or a door. That's just... that's glass. Aha! A friend. He had a shield. I don't like that he had a shield, because that's going to be difficult to deal with. Too new for the oldest house. That's probably true. They can't have those in there. Too smart. The visual distortion is really difficult to deal with sometimes when aiming. That's what this looks like. I know brutalism is hated by a lot of people, but I honestly think sometimes it can be kind of cool looking, and this is perfect.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
As I say, Ragnarok, actually, when we get to the Panopticon, you're going to have a field day with that when it comes to, like, the ideas of SCPs and stuff like that. The Panopticon is going to be the place for you, trust me. Every single altered item that's in there is weird and wild. Oh, that poor guy in the fridge. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot, corner table, cafeteria, at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so we can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading. Penny Bartwell, something like that. I don't know.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but don't touch and don't dream much. Let's join the Threshold Kids. Let's join the Threshold Kids.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says. Confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet. A dirty, rotten, fat person.
Dad says my mama went missing in actions. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Yeah, I forgot about the kids show. Cool. Yeah, that's a pretty valid response to that. What the actual fuck was that we watched, and unfortunately they're collectible. To whom it may concern. I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. Well, why does Theodore Roosevelt know anything about lawnmowers? I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Oop. All right, back to the communications.
We're on the right track.
That's a lot of blood. That can't be good. Oop. Oop. Well, that guy died. Destroyed by pneumatic tubes. Well, that's a barrier. Alright, noted. Samson. Book club notes by Penny, for Penny. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was all right. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like a cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dog fight between the two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Well, you know, not everyone has to think too deeply about things, right?
Object of power.
Move!
We need to close it.
It is launching projectiles. Yeah, that's good. Okay, alright. Where are we going here then? Aha! The disc itself.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Telekinesis. Cool. The way the board speaks is just really cool to me, and I really like it. I'm sorry. I am no man. Yeah! What? Bonk. Bonk. I wish you a very die. They're scared. Huh. Ooh.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Time to, quite literally, tear shit up. Okay. That was less difficult than I thought it was going to be honest. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now let's do a teeny bit of exploring, because we just ran through all of this and didn't really get much. I like that she can sprint forever, and I don't have to worry about her not being able to run anymore. Alan. It's a lot of tubes. A lot of tubes. Yeah, the game is pretty. I have to admit, as part of this, oh crap, I ended up seeing some more of the stuff that was released recently about the new Control game, Control 2. And I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed. Spoiler alert, Jesse is not the playable character, if anyone didn't know. Ooh, level 2. Hiss demolition expert and a ranger. Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained, well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons, as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training that Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. And the profile on the demolition expert. The Bureau allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile weapons and materials. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does it tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. I have a particular set of skills. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
What do we got? Willow AWE outcome. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on Alaska town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to blank. So another AWE behind us, and the public's done the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank and blank for any off-message opinions, but it looks like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Well, he's the guy who's screaming at us through the PA system right now. So, unfortunately for Tomasi, I don't think he made it. That's what he gets for not masking. Yeah. This is what happens when you get the extra special paranatural COVID. Have I been here already? This... Hold on. This feels familiar. Oh, this is definitely not familiar. Whoop, okay. Ooh, right next to me, Jesus. Ah, a ranger. Good. What the devil? Okay, well, exciting. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file, which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Stroygens, Rubens Noguera, Arto Kolomaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, and Jaco Saarinen. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigative team. Further action is pending. Hack the planet? This feels like a place you don't want to hack. Not because what they might do to you, but what might happen to you without their involvement. Ooh, hello. KS. Clearance level 1. Love that.
You're listening to America.
Actually, let me just go ahead. There we go.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed.
I never had known that my room had wallpaper.
Stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
Oh, there you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
I got really concerned there for a minute, and I was looking up on my phone because I thought maybe, just maybe, that the voice actor doing the radio host was actually Alan Wake's voice actor, but no, it wasn't.
Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
He was, however, in a really weird TV show I watched called Death and Other Details. It wasn't a very good show. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I do not recommend it. Oh, hello.
This must open the door.
Inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said.
Guests had stayed there.
I already go through here? I think I did. I don't know where I am anymore. I found the mailroom, which is a really cool design, by the way. Look at these column-looking things. Ah, good. It's flying. Missed. Ah. Ooh, hiss. Ha, literally hiss. Get it? I'm funny. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that didn't go well. Fortunately. Ah, that didn't help me at all. I thought some guys spawned in here. They're the kind of guys that I need to... Big boom. There we go. Cool. Like that. Just don't get hit. That's all. Fuck, what? Through the... Deathbed, the bed that eats. Oh, God. It's a legit movie. Unfortunately, I know where the DVD is in the house. All right. Well, that did not go well. Let's, attempt number 2. Don't get hit by the guy.
They can fly now. Right.
Bonk. It is too bad none of the mods worked okay, because having regenerating health would be great. I didn't add that one because I forgot how hard it is. Damn. Someone is shooting at me. Don't appreciate it. Ah! Fucking fuck. I don't appreciate that. Alright, now we're doing kind of okay. Ugh. Okay. Keep having to deal with ads. I think I hit him that time? I'm not sure. Ooh. Oh, he's escaping. Cool. Someday I will watch it. I may be forced. I may be forced.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Gotta make sure we collect all our goodies. Hotline chamber. Tea time. Tea time is at 7. See you in the course Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Sunday. Well, did Sunday ever come? Did they get to their tea time? Were there people who called out sick today? Bureau personnel that were on vacation? How good is their vacation package? Is it decent, do you think? It is a government salary, so tea time and not tea time. Fair. Fair. I hear some music coming from over here, though. Is that our janitor friend? I like how my FPS has dropped down to 60 now all of a sudden. Okay, I just started going back up. All right.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comm.
Well, unfortunately. Oh, hey, expiration date 2019.
The hiss got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in... All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this? Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana...
Butte. Spate of disappearances were traced to a home in the city of Butte where Bureau agents discovered a translocated light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity, located at blank blank, which had been connected to a total blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home's closet disappeared during this incident. If I can get a closer look... Oh, Hiss Elevated. Here we go. Hiss Elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in the Bureau Para-Utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against Hiss Elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss Elevated have been seen levitating while strapped onto chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It is also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural abilities in the individuals it corrupts. So what does it say? Oh, I can't see that. All right, hold on. Let me find a picture of the seal, and we can translate it. Invenio investigatio imperium. All right. Invenio investigatio imperium. Well, someone does say the Latin Invenio investigatio imperium doesn't make any sense and is driving me crazy. I assume it's supposed to mean something like find, investigate, control, but it doesn't mean anything. It's kind of, sort of meaning something like I, the investigation, find the empire. It's nonsense. Second and third words are nouns, not verbs, and the first verb is in the singular first person. It doesn't make any sense for an organization. Okay, yeah, it sounds like it's kind of grammatical nonsense, unfortunately. Not as cool.
It was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel are damaged to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery.
The hotline can't be far now.
You can hear the ringing. Online security log. All right. Director Trench, Everett Custodian, Trench, Everett, Trench, Everett, Trench, Everett. Carol Bishop, new custodian.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. The law of 3 applies.
Have we been here before? No.
Welcome to the Ocean View.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar.
The Black Pyramid, yes,
like
but...
all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
$222. The only one, oh, I was gonna say the only one with a number, but they have numbers down here, not symbols. Is there something that happens with this? I can't remember. Control Ocean View Motel Bell.
Hello?
Aha!
Anyone here?
Right, this is a puzzle. Right, okay. Got it. Hmm.
Key has a black pyramid on it. Okay. Astral Plane Challenge.
Oh. That looks angry. I'm guessing we don't want to get in its way? Let it touch me? Oh, fuck me. Didn't see that there was a gap there. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Noted. Yeah, now it'll chase me. Ah, but I can't get past those. Oh, it can. It just has to work away at it. Come on, buddy. Come for me. Luckily, they can't do stairs. They're like Daleks.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Okay. A hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s-era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal blank. See Dr. Darling Presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origins remain unknown. Let's watch the whole thing.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered. And the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
She. Excuse you. Ah, and now we can actually see these things, right? The game needs you. I like that. Huh. The sound design in this game is so good.
It's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me.
Bad news.
I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Ooh, all right then. Cool.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me.
Casino.
I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. All right.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is, filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess.
A bit of a sad sort of character, isn't he? 2 more.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I might...
I can't remember.
An attack of dementia, exhaustion.
I mean, attack of dementia, exhaustion, brain cloud, making me forget.
Hotline. I must reach the hotline.
One more.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth, and no one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Okay. That's a lot of questionable background.
Strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Butte supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino, and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. For pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home had begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of this writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the blank and blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though exactly how this link operates is blank, but initial hypotheses center on the Butte AWE as a blank. See Dr. Darling, presentation 24.3 for more details. Details. Did I? Wait. I have no memory of this place. Let's back to the mailroom. I don't need to go back to the mailroom. This goes up to the director's office. Ah, we're in the director's office, which now the body is gone. And okay. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Well, the body's gone, but all the blood's still here. Ugh. Partially cleaned? Now, there are some... Yeah. I have clearance level 1 now, so there are some of these that we can open. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, be our guest. I regret to inform you that your son Graham Potts was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You'll be proud of this for his Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. Well, that was a thing that I read that was something, I guess. I'm sure there are other doors I haven't been through yet. Nope. Central exec. Over there, that's a shelter. Now we're in central exec. Ah, but here we go. Parautility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals parautilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the parautilitarian. Using the blank object of power as an example, some parautilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others are only capable of little as blank. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it's largely believed that some blank exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I've officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished parautilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. He's one of the former directors. I believe the one previous to Trench. Feels like a whole area that I don't remember exploring before. Just went in here. Ooh, wait, there we go. Oh. What do the radios do? What was that? Oh, you know the radios might play music normally, but there's a mute copyrighted music setting on this one, so I don't have to worry about the problems from Alan Wake. So it's possible that those turn on some kind of music that I can't listen to because copyright. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. I feel like because the oldest house is a intelligent entity, basically, right? So if you can't find a bathroom, it's probably because the oldest house is keeping you from it. It just doesn't like you. This room is pointless. Good to know. I gotta wrap up soon. Just trying to finish off everything that I can find in this area, and then we'll move on.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily?
Initial impressions. Okay. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks is not affected by this corruption. The only exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I've dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms from the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done.
Let's talk.
Of course.
It is a girl house. Oh my god.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. His gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
That looks scary. What in the Final Fantasy VII? Alright, we just got a bunch of stuff. We're not going to listen to it right now.
Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing? Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Board countermeasures. What does that mean? Oh, right. You get, like, cool stuff if you do things. Got it. And we unlock abilities. Okay. Which we will deal with at a later time. Just making sure we are saved. For it is time for us to stop. Okay. Well, that's the beginning of Control. We got pretty far, a little further than I wanted to go because now it's well past 11. But I feel like we finished the intro, got a good thing started. I'm feeling better about it this time than I did the last time I played this, I think. I could kind of work with what I'm doing. It's less about reacting to what's on screen and more about being in conversation with it, shall we say. Anyway, that is it for tonight. Thank you all for joining yet again. Just as a reminder, we will not have a stream on Thursday. I'm not going to be here. I have an event to go to here in the city, so no stream on Thursday, but we will be back next week on Tuesday, I believe. Will not be a problem. Let me just quickly double check my calendar. Yes, there should not be a problem with next Tuesday, April 7 at all. So I will see you next Tuesday. Until then, have a great rest of your week, a great weekend. If you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a lovely one. My family kind of does. We don't celebrate the religious stuff. We just eat special food. So I'm looking forward to a very yummy ham on Sunday. But until then, everyone take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.